Okay, hey y'all, it's Guard again. I've got 5 tickets, so it's time to do a draft. Casual draft, or just draft. No need to be expert. This pack really sucks. The best card's probably Esperian Sage. I hate drafting a Loyan in this set. Ambriel's Edict's really good and constructed. I could probably just take that for construct purposes. The Esperian Sages too. Like nowadays, like people are playing a lot of Esperian Sages. So I guess if I have to pick an Aloyan faction, which I will actually do, I guess it's definitely between these two. Scarforshtine's okay, especially if you get the levelers like Nexus Overwatch, but it's still bad at rank 1. It's hard to justify playing. Esperian Sage levels 2 things at once, which makes it really strong leveler. And Embryo's Edict's just Wrath. It's not actually that great in draft, but it's really good and constructed and in certain decks. Scavenger's not great because you have to replace something. Apocrymancer's awful because you have to play Loyan spells. And Primordial Invoker's okay. It's just like if it was a 12-6 at rank 2, it'd actually be really good, but it's not, so it's only okay. I guess I'll just take the Esperian Sage and then take the Whirling Warclaw because it's everything I want to be doing in Aloyan or Esperian. I tend to try and take all the grow creatures and try to build some sort of replacement deck. I haven't drafted it a lot because I try to be out of Alolan if possible, but sometimes it's unavoidable. So pick is Growth Huntress or Ursine Strength. I like Ursine Strength more than Growth Huntress. The Growth Huntress is a creature, which is nice. I like Ursine Strength a lot more. These cards all suck. The spells are actually awful. A Cerebral Scout levels a Metamine, so if I pick up random Metamines, I can level them. Grove Matriarch's way better than everything else. Tech Explorer or Matrix Warden. I think they're kind of close actually. Because I need to go late in this game. I already have an Esperian Sage, so I'm inclined to take Tech Explorer. Even though Matrix Warden's quite good, I'm just gonna jam Tech Explorer. And there's a lot of good cards in this pack actually. Batterbot is just a decent, big creature. Grove Matriarch's okay. Torglander is pretty good. Stagavus is okay. I think I'm just taking the Batterbot because it's big. It's really big. I don't foresee getting a lot of armor, but I'm definitely taking the Torgmar Guardian. Aether Guard's not great. It's really good at rank 1, but it's rank 2 and 3 is not great. And then the Sporloid's not worth talking about. Ursine Strength, pretty easy. Cavern Hydra, I guess, is a creature. Sap is just really bad. Steel Eye Researcher works with the Esperian Sage, Warclaw, and Matriarch I have. Cavern Serpent actually gives me a little bit of reach. Alolan General is really good in... I don't actually know how good it is in this faction, because it's good with Matrix Warden and Grove Matriarch, so maybe it's worth it just to pick up here, because it's so rare. Steel Eye Researcher and Torque Mentor, which are the cards I would take next. Those are all commons, so let's just take the General. And I guess Barrier Soldier versus Cerebral Scout. If I take Cerebral Scout, I have the combo where I can just discard a Cerebral Scout to level it. But Barrier Soldier is actually a good card, so I'll just take that. Swamp Moss Ancient's a 7/7. Grove Matriarch's a plant. Even though I have the Cerebral Scout, the plant from Tormund Guardian is going to matter way more than the Cerebral Scout Metamind. Which makes this pick... I mean, this card's actually fine, so there's no reason not to take it. I have a lot of Metaminds, holy crap. they just want me to draft Cerebral Scouts all day. I'm going to pick Spring Dryad because I have the Warclaw, 2 Matriarchs, and I can pick up Esperian Sage, and I can pick up more stuff. But this they're just telling me to just draft Metaminds. Spirit Stone Druid because I have the Spring Dryad from last pack. It's also a really good replace effect. Spring Dryad again. I think these two cards are pretty close. This one requires me to have a little forethought in my placements, and sometimes you can't avoid it with Spirit Stone Druid, but it's still really good. The problem is I just think Steel Eye Researcher is better. It gives me a better effect. Leveling a card is better than armor, even if I have to replace a Seedling or something like that. And I think Deep Branch Prowler is better than a 4/8. Not positive. I'll just take the 4/8. I have a lot of levelers, and leveling is really good. Wow, this is a hard pick. Torgmar Guardian's really good with the 3 plants I have. But Esperian Sage is Esperian Sage, so I guess I'll just take that guy. It's a really strong card. Warclaw, easy. I already have 2 Dryads. Matrix Warden for the, my deck, everything. 3rd Spring Dryad. I really like Esperian Mortesk, by the way. I think it's one of the strongest cards in this faction pair. But Spring Dryad is actually what's going to win me the game. And I could take the Meta Mine just to level it, but that's pretty loose, I think. It is really big at ring 3. I'd rather have a 7/7 under-leveled. Discordant Strike's a really strong card in Onyxium, but I'm in Esperian, so I'm probably going to take the Matrix Warden. The other option is Skynight Glider. Sharp Claw Clutcher is not good, unfortunately. Even if I have a Steel Eye Researcher, it's just not really worth picking up. I think the pick is still Matrix Warden. Cavern Serpent, Barrier Soldier, War Merchant. War Merchant is decent. It's really, really small at ranks 2 and 3. At rank 3, it actually gives the creature health in addition to attack in the center lane. I think I'm going to pick it here just because it's a heroic. And I think I think Barrier Soldier is way, way better than it, but it's a heroic, so I'm going to take it. Esperian War Tusk. I favor it over Shardplague Behemoth, or Delver. Shardplague Behemoth, I wish. Esperian War, because I have the Matrix Warden, the 2 Arsine Strengths, and Breakthrough is really strong. I could take a Jetpack for my Guard, or my Alpha, and my War Merchant, I guess. Or I could just take another plant for... If I only have the 2 Grove Matrix, right? Yeah, it's still probably fine. I might play the Whispers, in fact, with the Spirit Stone Druid and the Matrix. Actually, Jetpack's probably still the best pick. It gives me more flexibility with all my cards. Take the Grove Huntress, and yeah, I like this deck. I mean, not in love with it. I get that straight. What did I draft rare-wise? 2 Esperian Sages, really good and constructed, and a War Merchant, which is awful, but it's a heroic, so it's worth like 7,000 silver or something like that. I don't even remember the cost of forging a heroic. But yeah, sweet. I'm gonna end the video here and go into round 1. So, hoping for a 4 over that sweet gold pack.